Folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated? Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Yo. Currently in the trade, just waiting to see what happens now. 10 ticks is fine. I'll probably just end up putting my stops to break even. 10 ticks. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Quick, let me get rid of executions. Well, in fact, here I just put it up. Took some shorts here, closed out one position, added a short, close out the full position. Not looking bad at all. Not looking bad at all. Let me pull up the dollar index. We already had a reaction out of that OTE level. Seemed to have reversed off of this breaker. Probably, I'm expecting price on the daily chart to, although it did just create an imbalance. Let me get rid of this. Although it did just recently create an imbalance today, I do want to see price come down and fill in some amount of this imbalance, especially with the news that's coming out later today. And yeah, so we're at 12 ticks. Not bad. Expecting to ride it out to New York Open. See what happens. Check on the 15, in fact, see what we can chop up over here. Just get rid of this because this was from an earlier position that I took. Let's get rid of this too. Let's get rid of some of the drawings down here. Clear up the chart a little bit. Okay, much better. High, low, high. This is a level that I'd potentially look for some sort of reactions from. So we'll mark this out as red. So when we drop down into a lower time frame, you can gauge out what this is exactly. So yeah, I do think price can reach up to there relatively soon. We'll close out full position. Well, we'll probably close about 3/4 of our position here and let a quarter just run to see wherever it can. So I'll close about 3 or 4 contracts, depends how I'm feeling. Depends how I'm feeling indeed. Let's put some music on. I'm waiting. Listen to some FX. Can never go wrong with FX. It's gone for you guys too. Good morning, Fausto dos Santos. How are you doing? How are you feeling today? So yeah, just clearing up of what I've just said not too long ago was that on the 15-minute, you see we have a high. Sorry, you see we have a high, we have a low, we have a higher high. I don't know why Siri just decided to jump in. Realistically, I'm expecting price to have some sort of reaction at this level, and that's where I'm looking out to close some or all of my position. I feel great. Thanks for sharing. No problem, man. And that's good. You're doing great. That's good. If there's anything I can, one second. If there's anything that you guys want me to run through as an ICT student, let me know, and I'll try my very best to, help you out with the issue that you're facing. And for now, take a look at the dollar index. For the daily, as I mentioned earlier, my projection is eventually coming down for this volume imbalance. And we do have some news today. If you were to take a look at foxfactory.com. I'll bring it up. So today at 10 a.m. USD time, so as soon as this hits 10, there's going to be consumer confidence, which let's read about. CB consumer confidence. Yeah, it'll bring quite a lot of volume in, and our targets on the larger time frames will probably be filled in with the news that's going out at 10. And my projection is for it to take out these lows and try and fill in this volume imbalance. And if not, then on the weekly and the monthly, I want to see a swing up. Mainly because let me make apologies. So we have this swing high, this swing low. I want price to eventually run up into here. And if we really wanted to, even if we were to move our Fibonacci down here, optimal trade entry would be where I want price to run to. Somewhere in the higher end of this fair value gap. And then, of course, with what's happening with the dollar, I would want to see price just bleed like there's no tomorrow on this level. Still waiting to see what happens with ESM. Again, we're targeting this breaker on the 15. And there was quite a nice entry down at the bottom, which I could show you guys. I would have looked to get in a little bit earlier, but I was caught up. What was it now? Okay, yeah. So we took out these lows right here. Going to hourly, it's a bit more clearer. We took out these lows. So that liquidity that was resting, that was taken. Dropped down into 15. See a bit clearer on a smaller time frame. Those were cleared. Dropped down into a 5 now. So once this liquidity was cleared out, we'd want to find a break of structure in a lower time frame, right? So we have highs that were created right here. And at these highs, we want to be seeing a fair value gap being created, and we can see that there is not one, but two fair value gaps that were created. And now, of course, the more conservative entry would be this fair value gap here, and after this break of structure, it's a confirmation that okay, took out lows, and now we want to see price come up to take out some form of high side liquidity. We take an entry somewhere inside of here with stops below the swing lows to be safe, and then you gauge out what your target would be. One area of highs is right here, second area would be somewhere up here, and then the ultimate goal would be here. But I'm sure this will be a price point left for news later today. So for now, really, I'm just targeting this breaker that I have marked up in red. And then there was also buys that I had taken. We had a break of structure, and this was in the Asian London crossover. So we had a break of structure after taking out this area of sell side liquidity. We had fair value gap being formed along that break of structure. Entry was here. Take profit was. What was my take profit? I think it was a consequent encouragement of this bearish breaker. Yeah, it was a consequent encouragement of this bearish breaker. Round that out, got some nice trade in Asian London crossover. And now, this isn't my position, but we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, if there's any questions you guys have, let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. Awfully quiet today. But since there's an order block that was created here, I'm gonna move my stops just below this order block, because if price should price trade any lower than that, it would invalidate this trade regardless anyways. So I have no problem with trailing my stop. Just keep watching, see what price does. Take a look at the dollar index. Still got these tools we're gonna take out. Just mark them up on the chart and back. Can't really see your chart, it's too dark. Yeah, I'll change the background for you. Is this any better? In fact, let me change the color of the candles for you. Which one was I using? I think it was this one. Is this any better for you? So on the dollar index, I'm still projecting price to come lower, meaning on, for example, the S&P 500, any commodity that's against the US dollar, or any forex pair like GBP USD. Yeah, I'll just bring one up, for example. Bring up EU. Because I am bearish on the dollar index currently, I'm also bullish on any pair. Let's take a look at EU in the smaller time frames. So I see a potential area for GU to trade up into. It's been this bearish forever where you got created this breakout structure. After, I believe, no, these highs weren't taken yet. Let's see what today brings. But yeah, as the dollar index is bearish, I'm bullish on pretty much everything, like gold against the US dollar, and including this trade that I'm currently sat in, where I'm targeting this 15-minute bullish breaker. This 15-minute bullish breaker. I mean, bearish breaker, my apologies. There's not much volume right now, so we'll see what happens within the next 16 minutes. As what happens as New York session opens. Volume's typically less around now as well for that reason. I am currently on a 50k funded account too. Hey, congratulations. That's lovely, that's lovely. How long did it take you to get to that stage of being profitable, getting a funded account? And how long since you first started did it take you to get there? Keep an eye on, I see a bit brighter. Not only this volume imbalance, but also at the same time I want to be paying attention to this level here. Another 15 minutes till New York open. Although it's not stock exchange open, typically a lot of volume comes with New York open regardless of whether it's stock exchange or not. Is there any questions you guys have about ICT and the concepts that he teaches? Be free to ask them. I've been studying him for over 1.5 years now, and it's the only thing that made logical sense to me. Price being random just didn't make sense, and that's one of the things that ICT teaches. Once I got an understanding of that, the idea that price isn't random, my trading changed, to say the least. My trading changed. Still have this unfilled volume imbalance. In fact, let me just bring up trading. Have it in money. Let's give people more reason to stay. They see the money, they're like, ooh. So we're targeting again this bearish breaker. Put some more music on. Dollar index. See here. Interesting. ICT teachings have been helping me with gradually understanding the markets better. Thanks for sharing this live session with us. No, absolutely. It's my pleasure. My pleasure, absolutely. You know, as I was first learning ICT, there wasn't many people that knew who he was or what his teachings were. And, you know, if people were live streaming ICT back when I first started to learn, I'd be very thankful. So me being able to do this now for other people is truly a blessing. And more eyes on ICT teachings, because here's another thing. Even though what we're taught is pure algorithmic, I don't believe price will ever stop working this way, at least until T+1 is introduced. Right now the banks are currently on T+2. There might be a slight change with T+1. We'll find out by the end of this year what happens to the markets. right? Have a if price would like this low. I have this fair value gap as well. Now my stop should really be trailed to below here. However, with what's going to happen in about 10 minutes with the open, I'm expecting a decent bit of volume to come through. And as we pace through this high, I will probably just end up peeling off one contract. So peel through it. I'm going to take off one contract. There we go. Pay attention to what happens here. My entry was quite low, and I added some more positions up here. There's one contract down here, and I added a few more contracts when it got higher. So let's see what happens here. Pace through this high. This high still remains. Trade down into this fair value gap. So what I'm gonna do is, in fact, with 2 more contracts below this order block, I'm gonna show my stop for 2 contracts and keep 2 more just at break even. And then, of course, as price trades into this bearish breaker on the 15, I'll close out. Since I have 4 contracts left, I'll probably close out 3 and let 1 run and see where that goes up to. Hopefully targeting the midnight open. Keep watching and see what happens there. There we go, the 748 level you got. See how it plays out. Into it. Yeah, it's still looking very well. So now it's just to wait. And one thing about trading is it's almost the same as like watching paint dry. You know, it's not a fun thing to do, but if the paint doesn't dry, the walls will be wet. You know, it creates a mess. You know, if you don't watch this paint dry, if you don't watch the trade, your trade is going to be a mess. So waiting for your setup to happen is very important. No need to rush in. Otherwise, just like the paint, yeah, your trades will be a mess. See what happens here. Quite thirsty but fasting today, so I'm gonna try and limit the amount that I'm talking at the same time. But if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. See what the dollar index does here. Still not broke past the Asian session lows. As soon as it breaks past these lows, we'll probably drive through to these lows. I do want to see a fasting further down. We're talking about current price, IPDA raise. I can expect price, if it doesn't want to continue from here, to maybe trade up to this level right here and then continue to the downside. Take a look at the ESM. See 2 positions get stopped here. All right, 2 more positions closed. Now we've got 2 more contracts just roaming. See what happens within the next 6 minutes. Now is my original entry all the way down here. As I filled in some more entry positions. You can see on the 5 minute, we have, as well as this volume imbalance on the 1, there's a fair value gap alongside that 2 on the 5. Could be a perfect place for price to reverse from. I'll move my stops below this candle's wick, only because this fair value gap, I want it to be, the stops to be at the candle's low, what we measure the fair value gap from. Looks like price is also respecting this 1 minute volume imbalance. Sorry, my mind went blank for a second. Let's keep watching what happens here. Let's go. As you can see, where I expected the dollar index to reverse from, it reversed from. This is just a simple PDRA. Price traded near enough to the equilibrium level. Now I'll use a Fibonacci so it's more accurate. Just barely traded, almost traded to the 0.5 level. Maybe a little push higher, and then a reverse is what I'd like to see. And let's see. First time we close below this volume imbalance. Watching what happens here. So again, the reason for entry down here was we had a break of market structure. Had a break of market structure along these highs right here. Took out these lows right here. So liquidity was taken. I would expect price to reverse from there. So turtle soup. For the break of structure, we had a fair value gap created along the break of structure. We had two, in fact. Most of the more conservative entry down here. The position looks something like here, it stops below, targeting a form of buy side liquidity. So this would be a first target, and then of course my ultimate target is this bearish breaker with this final 2 contracts that I have. And if I get stopped out here, that's absolutely fine. Still enough profit on the day for this one. See what happens here. The 5 minute fair value gap, just shade it through it. See if the bodies of the candle respect it. With New York open coming in 2 minutes, I'll be expecting a decent amount of volume to come into the market, and as a hope, I would want to see the dollar index come down for these lows, and then of course ultimately these lows right here. Keep analyzing what price does here. There we go. Now we traded into the PDRA perfectly. I don't see much more of a reason for the dollar index to trade higher. So because of this, I'll be expecting the SM now to trade higher. We do have a 5 minute order block down here. Probably the most, which is probably the safest part to take partials. So in fact, what I will do is keep my 1 contract stop loss here and break even. I have them there. Since we've already took some profits up here. See what happens. And ultimately, we shouldn't see price trade below consequent encroachment of this order block. Keep watching. As you can see, price traded into the PDRA of the dollar index, traded into this volume imbalance, which I was looking at. As I said, I'd expect price to reverse from there. If they just start, now I'd want to see it take out the close right here and hopefully push down to these ultimate lows, creating a nice push up in ESM, gold against dollar, euro against dollar, GBP against dollar, a whole bunch. Take a look at the euro dollar. Oh wait, now I'd want to take a look at price and see what it does here since the New York market opened. Of course, it's not stock exchange just yet. We should see some volume here. Dollar index is here too. I have no idea what music I'm listening to right now. Let's put on Conviction. That's a good one. Watching here. Dollar index has now broken down past these lows, so I'd hope for it to just keep on going out to these lows right here. Because of this, I'm gonna lower my stops. Oh, it got stopped out. Start one contract in. I'm expecting this contract to just push up. We have this 5-minute fair value gap, as you can see right here. I should probably mark it out with this white, the same the low part of the fair value gap. There we go. This fair value gap was created at the break of this structure, so it's a nice potential entry. Hope the dollar index to keep dropping now to this 102.503 level. I may think about adding a contract. I need to gauge where price is likely to return from. Yeah, I'm scouting a second contract here. Goes for this contract and we must stop to lows, this general price range, which would be one of these two lows. Still no confirmation yet, and I want to see the dollar index continue before I do add a position. If not, getting stopped out on the final contract is absolutely fine. High, low, high. Check on the 5, what it looks like. 3 to 3. Okay, high, low, high. Perfect. I found an area where I would like to add a final position. It'll be somewhere within this range right here. Now I just need to watch the dollar index and see what it does from here. As you can see, as I said, dollar index traded up to here and dropped. This is the accuracy of ICT. Of course, I'm still a student, while I learn is from the master. You want to see this as a resistance if it were to trade down here. You want to see this level like a resistance. This SIBI, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. we go. If dollar can reverse from here, that's perfect. Traded up to it. Now, my hope would be that the dollar index continue falling from here. Eventually coming for this 102.503 lows. I do think I'm going to add a single contract. Change this, trade stop, and we'll move the stop to where would we add? Alright, this seems fine. Too much risk on this final position. And this final contract. Where is this in fact? Let's see the dollar index speed. Let me annotate the chart a little bit clearer for you guys, so it's viewable. It's a minute past. That's good enough. My OCD is kicking in so much right now. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. And this is a that's where I'm targeting. Also, if you guys have any requests for what you want me to take a look at, such as euro dollar, GBP against the dollar, Aussie dollar, just comment down and I'll gladly take a look at it. How are you a graduate of a free mentorship? I have no idea. I didn't write the title, but graduating a mentorship, you don't necessarily need to pay to graduate something. Graduating just means passing. But yeah, I didn't make the title. Just a student of ICT everyday learning. I'm hearing songs by this artist I've never heard before, and I dislike them, even though I highly like the artist. My apologies for the yawn. I'm very tired. Go. Balance out this price range. Price should have no more reason now to stay in this area. This whole price range has been balanced out. Now ring out these 102.503 lows makes sense. Take a look at the Nasdaq, see if there's any SMT divergence. SMT divergence between 1 minute. So 4:15. 4:15. I had 13. 4:15. Got another idea to find the SMT divergence because that's just testing my head in. Oh god, I don't know what I just did. New pain. So here. Okay, SMT divergence right here, as you can see on the Nasdaq. Bring these lows across, they will fail to be taken. Whereas we take the same time, this low right here, we drag it across. We see that the ESM traded below it. That's SMT divergence. Nasdaq is currently the stronger pair, so realistically, this trade will be taken on the Nasdaq. However, of course, I love my S&P 500. That's how you find SMT divergence. You just look for a difference in between two correlating pairs where highs or lows are taken differently. You trade indice only. As of now, yes. However, I did start to dabble in the euro dollar and forex pairs. Initially, a year and a half ago, well, 2 years ago now, before I studied ICT, I was trading in forex. I'll pretty much just go through every single pair. I wouldn't stick to one. I've stuck to indices now for about a year and a half since starting ICT, and I want to be the master of one thing instead of doing it in everything. I want to understand how the indice market works, how it moves, how it reacts to news, how it, I just want to be able to understand the indice market instead of going onto the forex market, the commodities market. Understanding one market specifically is what I want to do. And for a year and a half now, I've been doing indices. Then I go through core content. So when I first started trading ICT, the core content wasn't made public, and most of what I know is solely from his 2022 mentorship. However, just recently I have gone through a few videos on his core content, especially the 2017 month 7, and after that was quite useful. Still to go through 2016, but to be honest, everything you need to trade is in the 2022 mentorship, as well as watching him in his tape readings and stuff that he's been doing recently. It's quite good to understand the concept, and that's how it's another little thing which most people won't know about. He mentioned it very briefly on his Twitter, and he spoke about an implied fair value gap, which is, let me get rid of everything. An implied fair value gap is the 50% of the starting fair value gap and the 50% of another. This is an implied fair value gap. This isn't taught in his core content or his 2022 mentorship. It's also why I'd recommend paying attention to his Twitter, because he lets out a few gems there every now and again. Thanks for getting back. Absolutely no problem, my friend. Any more questions you have, just feel free to ask. Don't feel embarrassed. See what happens here. So the dollar index did come down and take out that low that I mentioned. I'm still looking quite bearish on the dollar index. The base of potential reversal, the consequent encroachment of this swing low on the 23rd of March. I would want to see some sort of reaction from here. Any price trades below on, say, a 5 or 15 minute time frame. I want to make sure that the body is then stay above it. If not, then I'm still going to be bearish until this volume imbalance. I want to see some volume within the market now. Let me just change the background color of this as well. Already blinding you guys. Do I have Insta? Yes, I do. My Instagram is, let me just verify. I rarely use Instagram, but I do every now and again. Sully, SULI_RB. In fact, I'd write it in the comments for you. That's my Insta handle. And thanks for reminding me. My phone is almost dead. 5% right here. Some volume coming in now. See, here we will price to just continue. I wouldn't want to see it look back. And as an ultimate, whatever fair value gap it creates here, I'd want to see it remain a breakaway gap. I wouldn't really want to see price trade back into it and balance out that price range. Just figuring it out. And then just like this, everybody's opinion, so which one you prefer? Don't give up on your dreams if it's what you deserve. So now, realistically, I'd want to see this remain a breakaway gap. See this volume imbalance still play through, and get rid of this. This fair value got played out as well. The 5, so we'll watch what price does here. Also, if you guys don't mind, please go follow my Twitter. At the end of this, I don't really ask. Just I'm eventually starting to think of promoting trading content, and eventually I'll be having. Well, my plan is to host a free mentorship. I'll probably end up taking 100 students at a time, completely free, and train them with what I know, completely free of charge eventually. And yeah, of course, that would be in the near future, but just follow me on on Twitter, and I'll probably post up on there when the time is near. Don't want to see this remain a breakaway gap. If it's filled in, I'm going to pay attention to the dollar index if it's so, and then I'm probably going to look to close the position if it trades to below this volume imbalance, grade at 810 to 811. What's my Twitter? It's at the end of the YouTube title. There's Fidelcrest 50k giveaway going. Could you rephrase that, please? I didn't understand. My apologies. I'm very tired, so me understanding that's a bit hard for me right now. Wasn't left a breakaway gap. This volume imbalance is bottom now. So we'll see what happens now. I'm going to be paying close attention to the dollar index in my second one now. But yeah, once I have consistent profitability, I want to take on a couple students a month. Completely free of charge. Also, I'll probably have a paid service too, just to make it worth my time. But I will randomly pick out 100 students to be a part of my mentorship monthly. Of course, I'll rotate out with these students. I have a little marketing idea I want to do and execute on it. So, yeah. Let's see what the dollar index is doing here. mark this out as orange because I don't really want to see price come back in here again. Filled in this volume imbalance. There was literally no price range filled in here. Like for example, with this volume imbalance, it was filled in here, came down and filled in that one. So I'm not really too bothered about it going down. Hello, Nightology Mind. Is it possible for you to start mentoring me now? Okay, so currently I have a couple of in real life friends that I'm mentoring, and I want to make sure that they fully understand it. I'm already working on lessons and stuff in Word. I'm creating lessons. I'm currently going through it with them, and they have a lot of questions and stuff that I need to work on in my document. Once I've gone through it with my friends, I'm going to eventually take the guys. Currently it's not really complete, and they're like my testing guinea pigs, for example. I'm just using them to try and gauge what needs changing, what needs to be made better, whilst they're learning at the same time. How are you doing today, Nightology? How are you doing today? Very much fine. Hope you all are doing great as well. I guess I am late to the session. Not really, no, honestly. Probably the session probably started when price was around here. I just re-entered quite recently, in fact. I re-entered, I believe, somewhere on one of these bundles I re-entered. I did a contract after closing a whole bunch up here. You're not late at all. There's always setups for me. I'm still bullish on ESM, so bearish on the dollar. Dollar isn't really giving me any reason for me to call it bullish. Bullish as of now. The most I could see for the dollar is some sort of reaction from this level right here. So if I'm going to expect any form of retracement or whatever, I'll be off that bullish breaker. But if not, I am continually bearish. And even then, it would have to trade up above this outside liquidity that I just taken. For my bias to be switched to bullish, it'll have to do something like this. And the most I can see it doing is probably the most I can see price doing is something like this. If it does something like this, then my bias will switch to bullish, but I don't believe it will. So I'm still bullish on ESM and commodities index. Majority of forex pairs are against the US dollar. Let me see if I can play any music for you guys. I can. Screen sharing is quite difficult to navigate. At 8:30, there's typically an injection of liquidity in the market, and I learned this from NBB. He's an ICT private student. private mentorship. After backtesting, I realized that price stability at 830 started to trade into a form of liquidity, I guess you could say, where either a volume imbalance or a value gap. Just an injection in liquidity, and price will be typically traded in the opposite way. So we'll see what happens at 8:30. You learn something new every day, don't you? Super thirsty right now. Still got another 6 hours left to break my fast. Probably gonna end up taking a little nap. 8:25, still not 8:30. I want to see that injection real quick at 8:30, not anytime soon. Realistically, there should be a full contract for it. This is what I'm expecting it to do, so I'll just keep it like this. Apologies again for the warning, I'm just very tired. See what happens here. Again, we're inside of this 5-minute fair value gap, so I'd be expecting some form of reaction from here. As well, let me just check one more thing. Time is huge today. 28 today. $8:30 injection of liquidity about to happen. It'll be nice to live tape what happens with it. Let me see this 5-minute fair value gap once more. This is should be here. So, see what happens from here. I just turned on my screens, and at first glimpse I see EU going for a short swing since we took our liquidity from equal. Let's see on EU, quite bullish on EU until this level. I'm guessing you're talking about it taking out this level here. Since we took out this level, I'm still bullish until this fair value gap, for example, and then I'll monitor closely to see what price does. Still bearish on the dollar index, meaning I'm still bullish on the Euro USD regardless. But yeah, for now, at least I'm still bullish until dollar index gives me a reverse call. And earlier, my expectation was priced to trade back down into this order block. You can see at this 7 a.m. Handle, the price flicked back down to this level. Look at the open of this, it's 108.206, and the low of this is 108.204, so it tapped into it by decent. It's going to push a bit further than bungee jump. I believe my position's been stopped. Yes, it has. Just keep watching price, see what it does from here. took a trade into the consequent encroachment. It did. Quite unfortunate. However, I'm still bearish on the dollar index, so wishing what happens here. And just to reduce me from trading anymore today, I'll go out of my TraderVate account. So let's see how price reacts from the consequent encroachment of this order flow. Also early this morning, we would have taken entry somewhere down here. Price is going to continue lower than a potential entry for longs up there. This is where I took my initial long position from in the AM session. Let's see what this break structure. I wouldn't really trade G right now, it's EU. Since if you look at the pairs against each other, it's just a mess. We're back in that AM session entry that I took. See how price reacts from it. To push a bit further than bungee jump. See what happens. See what happens here on the ESM. Next, about to break down lower and still bearish on the dollar. And as you can see, we're heading into a high resistance liquidity run on the ESM, since as the dollar index has been trading down lower this whole time, the ESM hasn't really been trading higher, and in fact it started trading the same way as the DXY just recently. So this is a signal that we're heading into a high resistance liquidity run. When price breaks out, we'll expect some huge moves to the upside. I do want to see some form of maybe a liquidity grab down here below these lows, and then I want to see a break of structure in the smaller time frame. Fair value gap being formed, and then trade back into that fair value gap target New York midnight open. So we'll see what happens. Gold going 1970 here. I'll take a look at gold. Take a look at gold. So 1970. See what's at 1970. Oh yeah, absolutely. I can see that. The construction just now, as long as it continues, let's see it come up to this order block. I'll probably want to see it push past it. Yeah, the 1970 levels probably somewhere it will trade to, especially since I'm still bearish on the dollar, so bullish on gold. When I see these lows being taken before any position added, if I do enter another position, these lows must be taken in order for that to happen. Finishing these lows. Just gonna annotate the chart a little bit so you guys can see. Well, still bearish on the dollar index. Since we're heading into high resistance liquidity run, I want to see this move form and then continue from there. Right now, in fact, we're literally in between this range. This candle's low and this candle's low, which is very interesting. I'll hold up this. Let me just go through it. Yeah, earlier today, the price was just ranging in between those two after it took out, which is quite interesting to watch. So let's watch what happens here. I see these lows being taken now. Look for a potential long entry. Dollar index still bearish, especially the hourly time frame now. There's not really much to us on the low time frame. So USD continuing to this level. That's where I'd probably end all of my positions. Gold, check the low time frame. Big good structure right here. If I got all that probably when it's teaching somewhere back into this range, and then I'll advise the gold. It's just a consolidation phase. It'll probably come down, take out the sell side liquidity, and then go through on the upside. The SM is just taking out these lows, so now I want to see price trading, break of structure, that leg up created, and then I'll look for potential entry. That's what a high resistance liquidity run is. As you can see, the dollar index has been trading down. However, the SM decided it wants to trade down with me. So let's see. Also, another thing I want to market was we go Monday or Sunday. In fact, I have an indicator to mark up maybe opening gaps for me, just to save me some job. Cool. Look at right. Traded away from this one, so I want to see if I should trade up back into it now. But inside of this hourly fair value gap right now too, which I'll show you guys. See, hourly fair value gap, we just traded into it. So still bullish on price. I just want to see a break of structure on a smaller time frame, and then I'll be probably be taking. Go, traded back up. Let's see price just create some form of highs, so I'd want to see something like this. I want to see something like this, and then price just create it, swing lower, break it with a fair value gap, trade into the fair value gap, then go higher. Fair value gap would be somewhere here. That's what I'd want to see happen. Watch and wait. Watching paint dry is the only way some people can make money. Link to my Insta. On Instagram, it's Sully_RB. SULI_RB. On my Insta, but there's a picture of me on there as my profile picture. Yeah, I did know my post quite a while ago. Let's see if we get a break of structure now. Create a swing high, as well as a liquidity void right here. There we go. Now I'd want to see this being broke, this swing high being broken with a break, with a fair value got created alongside it. Then buy positions are looking quite like. Alright, man, let's see what happens. Let's see. See if gold water trade down into this little level I got. One more target I could see for ESM would be this little right here. And that's how many handles away is it? 49,750. It's a quarter point, and then 2 quarters. It's 3 quarters away. Very possible point for us to trade to. Literally 1 point away. Trade down to it, then probably going to be bullish from here, especially. Of course, have to wait for a setup to form. Oh, whoa, my Discord. We took all that low, so I'd expect price to now break this high, break of structure level with a created signal. You want to see the dollar index reverse from here and then let's go for encroachment. I don't want to see it close anywhere past it. Let's see. Volume imbalance. So, 1 minute time frame was filled in. So, see what happens. Let's see a break of structure. Level up. We take another entry. I want to see it pretty past now. A decent amount of volume. This price range was balanced out. We have a new price range. So from here, I'd hold the dollar index to return, and then this price range too would be balanced out. It's slightly larger. I want to see this being traded out of now, and then this price range will be balanced. It continues trading higher, then I'm probably just going to wait until the 10 New York time news to happen. The customer confidence. I forgot what news it was. Customer confidence, I think it was. Yeah, customer confidence. I was right. I'll probably wait for the customer confidence report to come out and see what happens. I don't know what you got there, but I'm not paying too much attention to it. Sometimes watching price again is like watching pennies price. Sometimes it needs to be done. approaching at 9 a.m. We're probably gonna end up consolidating now till stock exchange opens till 9:30. See what happens though. Said to devil, do you like drums? Do you like cigarettes? Dominoes, rum, said Sunday's Christmas, nowadays, and when I need a few friends, no one that can afford to keep them, thought to give friends what I thought they wanted. Don't get me when friends for essential because I hear what I was paying most to hang on to. What's a necklace and reckless if I would say how way you see what it was here. This is what I'm hoping for at most. Handle your hours, man. Keep your weights, keep yourself, and came awake and I sit down. I've been listening to and how many souls are made at the same feel you're around. Remember, heaven and friend. You guys a little karaoke lesson while I'm here. Yourself and you don't want no help. Oh well, and that's a story to tell. Like let it all go, let it all go. It's called, it's called. Let it all. Some shit freak for falling out. That shit's easy. Let me show you how. It's like. We can see that we broke structure, but we never created a fair value gap on break structure, so I'm not too bothered about where price is right now. Still gotta wait. Patience pays. That's why it's called. Because it pays. You still traveling to the 22nd? Dollar, euro, dollar. Still traveling to the 22nd January. Let's see this. Already took a look at euro dollar recently. 20 to 22nd, Friday, Sunday. I don't see any weak opening up here. Close here, we got the open here and price left. Yeah, I think that's just took me back a few years. If DXY is going short, it should push to the CEO of Thursday, 23rd of March. Yeah, I think that would be a bit clearer for me to look for. Talking about the DXY here or the euro dollar? 23rd of March. Yeah, the consequent encroachment is. In fact, let me just mark it out properly. Price level. Need to get price to show. 108.2. 108.928. Oh, that's quite close. Yeah, I'm still expecting dollar to fall through short. Not really sure what it's doing though. Wacky markets before. The XY is a constant encouragement. Oh right, yeah, absolutely. I think I already had it marked up. Yeah, right here. I do want to see it, but I'm pretty sure now we're just gonna end up ranging until 9:30. We'll see what it does here. But yeah, absolutely on the dollar index, I would be expecting it to trade down to here. And then I mentioned earlier, if it continues, I'd want to see it close like on the 30 of the hourly below this level, and then eventually come into this volume imbalance. But with this news, I'm going to be, if I don't find a trade entry anytime soon by call it 9, I'm not going to enter a trade. I'll just wait for the 10 o'clock news. Huge gap on Tuesday, on today on DX1. Yeah, absolutely. It should be a bit lower. Not quite sure why the gap happened. I mean, I guess it's just on an anticipation for the news. I'm not really too sure. But yeah, it was, for some reason, my euro dollar doesn't, but I need this instead. Yeah, I guess the actual futures contract works. But yeah, the gap was interesting. Still got that SMT between Nasdaq and the E-mini. So really, my analysis should be over here right now. XY long. I'm still overall bearish on the dollar index. I don't really see a reason for it to keep going higher. I mean, I guess if we stay anywhere above here, I'd expect, I guess, a reversal in the dollar index. But I personally hope the dollar index to keep going low. As Gensler mentioned, this consequent encouragement of this new day, this 23rd of March. Every time I check the charts, I start laughing. So tired. Wait, Gensler, when are you streaming next? EU bearish structure. Take a look at EU. Bearish structure. I mean, I can see how short term it looks quite bearish. Yeah, that's just because it's following in accordance with the dollar index. I mean, any long position I would have been in for EU would have been down here. Let's return tomorrow. I did yesterday as well. Oh, you're 2 weeks, 2 days a week as well. I couldn't do mine yesterday. Lost my voice over the weekend because I was ill. I think on Friday, like near the ending of New York session, I'll be streaming again. My Fidelcrest just having so many issues with them. Well, not with them, like my account, because it's not acquired by me, so the account's quite glitched. fact, let me just check it now. It's still booked. Gold short. I mean, I'm just seeing, like earlier I mentioned, I wanted gold to trade into this range. Now potentially would look buys the CFP. Really don't have access to my account from trading on futures for now. Did you manage to get the indices on there? So I actually passed phase 1, and on phase, like they had this whole issue. I had to contact them and they had to like get up to the higher team. And on the second phase 2 account, it did give me indices, crypto, and the rest. Over my phase 1, for some reason, it just wasn't there. And my phase 1 account was live. I still have access to that account. The account was live. At the top it shows live, and I can still place trades in it and whatnot, which was very interesting. Sure, it's going to be massive for Forex very soon. What's your take on the dollar index for now? Because I guess I'm still bearish. I mean, did you not close it? I had to. No, there was no option for me to close the account. My account was like completely bugged. There was nothing I could have done on it. Shorts into longs on DXY. Yeah, it is looking likely. I mean, we rejected. I guess there's one little bit of hope for shorts to continue. But now, I don't know. I'd want to skip trade somewhere like here and then continue. But for now, I'm pretty sure it's just going to range until 9:30. Time's coming through. Yeah. Take a look what the euro's doing. Took out an area of liquidity. Got these relatively equal highs as well as these ones here, but there's no point marking them. Dash line. 4 hour. I had quite a lot of analysis back there. We took our buy side trade into fair value gap. Pretty sure I had it marked out on euro dollar and the hourly. Didn't trade up to this fair value gap. Interesting. Fidelcrest, I had to close the account with a button so that it could be reviewed. Mine, I had to ask Cam to contact the guys, his team at the top. I had to get him to contact them, and then they like did it manually. There was no option for me to close it or anything because the account was live, and I was told to trade in that account. Because like with these brokers and stuff, like the payouts and stuff, you're not actually executing those trades on the market. They simulate those trades and then they'll give you a payout. So live account and stuff, I don't know, like, they weren't actually losing any money from it, which is cool. And I'm still waiting for them to get back to me now. See if there's any other levels for start of this fair value gap. Took out this low. Let's take a look. I mean, yeah, this is almost perfectly in line with this. If the ESM would continue to trade lower, then that's the most I would see. And I'd expect a reverse from there. Looks like we've got a breaker structure now on the 1, so I'm going to pay attention. Make it smaller. Just get rid of this. Don't really need to opening ups. Whoa, nice one. So are you waiting on your phase 2? I'm trading it now. I was trading it now, but then here's the issue. You know how I got the indices? DJ was on my chart, and it was moving exactly the same as the S&P 500. So I mistook it for the S&P 500. Placed 20 lots, and the account instantly got into drawdown. So drawdown still remains. I'm telling you, bro, I have PTSD from GJ. It was just on my chart. I got that fair value up now. I'd hope the price to be back into it for a potential entry. FVG short on the SP 500. I don't know if I'd be shorting. I mean, it's 9, and I said I wouldn't enter before 9. I mean, enter after 9. Like I was created there, break of structure. I'm gonna watch to see what price does from here. Dollar indexes isn't in an area I'd like to take a trade from. Yeah, with GJ it was terrible. And I tried putting the account in as much joy as possible to try and trade out of it, and reset my psychology. And yeah, we'll see how that happens. See how that goes. $20 lots, yeah, especially on GJ. If it was on the S&P, it's fair enough, because 20 lots on that would be like a lot on GJ. But yeah, I think it was a buy position. I bought the 20 lots. I look down at my profit and loss. I'm like, why am I already down a K? I look up to the top left and I'm on GJ. So I instantly had to manually close out of that position. Wait till 950, patience, absolutely, yeah. And the macro starts at 950. I even got it written up here. Need to stare at it. 950, 10, as you always mention. Yeah. Macro happens. 20 lots is an insane size. Yeah, it is, but not really for the S&P 500 on a CFD. It's only because the 20 lots was put in GJ instead of S&P 500. If it was an S&P 500, I would have been fine. Watching paint dry. Looks like we're just going to consolidate to 930 now. I don't know. Not much confidence from the DXY in what it wants to do, but I I guess we'll just wait for the 950. See what happens. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end the stream in about 24 minutes. We'll watch the stock exchange. We'll watch the open at 9:30, and then I'll probably end up closing the stream. We'll trade down into this. See what the price does here. If Fidelcrest would start playing with me, there'd be a potential. Probably 3 and forwards. Honest. Yeah, we'll probably just range now until 9:30, and then 9:50 macro. We'll see what price goes from there. See what happens. I'm incredibly tired right now. Properly. I don't know. I guess I'll stay here till 9:30. Try and stay awake at 9:50 macro in my own time. But I mean, probably take a look at the RTH. Why am I listening to Riptide? Oh wait, no, it's Little Lion Man. Never mind. Nice little bit of volume just came in. Looks like this is the range we'll be in until either, well, yeah, 9:30, 9:50. Non-tradable range. Probably not going to trade today anyways, until after news at least. Let the news blow over. Still got 15 before market opens, looking like it's going to be a nice long. Oh no, yeah, absolutely. Probably will be a long, but yeah, as you said, 15 minutes until the open. I'll probably end up taking a look at the gap that's created on RTH too. It'll be very interesting seeing that. And of course, the move should probably start now, well, in 10 seconds. Until the RTH, I think it's 15 minutes before it. Yeah, let me check. What am I doing? Let me go back to yesterday real quick. 9:30. This is Friday. Let's go into drive or currencies higher and then we short. Exactly. 9:30. So 15 minutes before. Wait, that's no. Doing yesterday. Right, 9:30. Yeah, went the opposite way and then poof. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, a little snap down into this consequent encouragement, and then I do eventually want to see the dollar index trade up into some form of PDRA, you know, because the dollar's going into the dumps right now, and that's the easiest way to say it. Interest rates, everything are just hiking up as much as they can, and of course, like fundamentally, the dollar isn't going into a good place, so I want to see price just shoot up, find a good place for them to get into the market a little cheap, you know, and then poof, all the way down, probably on par with what happened back in 2008, but in reverse. Wait, no. Yeah. Between closing price up at 9:30. Oh yeah, no, I know that. I was just trying to see the time where price starts moving. I have it written in my Word document. Hold on, give me a second, let me find it. compared to. Oh, this is going to be a big thing to go through. I think dollar's going higher than 2008 highs. I see what you mean. I mean, it's going to be interesting to watch history play out, because right now is a very tense time to be in, especially just for everything really. And watching what the dollar does, I don't know, but I do think dollar will swing up, try and get into a nice place for them. I don't know, for the currency to collapse. Who knows what will happen? Depends how strong they are. And now they're with what's going on in China and Taiwan. It's been going on for a while now, but I'm pretty sure they've told China to stop, otherwise they'll get involved over in China as well. And America's sticking their nose in places it doesn't belong. It'll be very interesting for the economy. Let's have this marked up. Russian oil sold with yuan instead of dollar from now on. Oh, the Japanese yuan. Yeah, I know another thing as well with the BRICS. Saudi Arabia and Iraq are new two potentials for joining it, as well as Pakistan. And of course, their reserve currency is rare earth materials like gold, uranium, and that whole bunch. So, yeah, the dollar. I don't know, the dollar's gonna have to do something, because it won't be the reserve currency for much longer. I know another thing about Russia. I'm pretty sure most of the other countries are now buying gas and stuff from Russia in rubles instead of paying with dollars. And that's why, if you look at a chart of Russia's economy, what currency was worth just before the war of February. Me and my dad were saying that the war would happen back in October, 4 or 5 months before the war started. And let's say we bought a bunch of rubles for quite cheap, and let's just say we would have sold them for quite high. We called out the price moves and everything, hypothetically, of course, because I don't know, it's a very complicated thing to talk about what's happening, and so many indications for dollar collapse, central bank digital currency. Oh yeah, exactly. Even in the UK as well, they're trying to push towards having CBDCs, and that's something I disagree with hugely. I'd rather them. I don't know. It's not an era I would like to be in. They just get to monitor everything you own. It doesn't sit right with me. That's why, to get a bit of money out of trading, I want to move to somewhere like Dubai. I have a uncle, my dad's brother lives there, so it should be easier for me to get a citizenship. But I want to leave any UK, any Western country as soon as possible. Canada used to be a nice place, but they're slowly falling into it as well. Another 9 minutes till market open. Been up all night, don't know where you've been, slurring all your words, not even cause I don't fucking care. For you. I don't know, the way the dollar was built as well, it wasn't built on clean grounds, we'll say that. Now with what happened with TikTok recently as well with Congress, that was quite funny to watch because the Congress had no idea what they were on about. One of the questions they asked was, okay, if I connect TikTok to my network, does TikTok have access to my network? And I was just shocked at what happened. Congo Cobalt. What's the Cobalt thing with Congo? I've not heard anything about Cobalt there. Let me see. Rush for Cobalt in the Congo reveals the human cost of gold. Huh. Describes a horror show of mining the element. I don't really see much about it. Could you elaborate? I just see stuff about the modern day slavery in Congo with cobalt mines. I notice this happens a lot 40 minutes before market open. There's just a whole bunch of consolidation. Um, 15 to what the hell happened here? It's going to be very interesting what happens in the next 5 minutes. And we're trading into this hourly fair value gap. So yo, bro, what's up with gold? Right now, the XY is still making its mind up. I would have been looking for buys somewhere in this range, but it's coming out in literally 35 minutes. I'd rather wait until news goes over, wait for the macro to hit. In fact, I have a bunch of the macros that he talks about. 10:50 to 11:10 and then 11:50 to 12:10. That's the lunch macro. Yeah, I would have been looking for buys here. Now long gold. This would have been a potential, yeah, but we'll see what happens. I would have been looking for for buys within this range. Right now, I'm sitting out. Three more minutes till market opens, and get our range cleared. wait and see what happens. Got another 2 minutes left, so let's see what happens. My guess is search and destroy. Sell side eaten, buy side eaten. Very rapid moves, but we'll take a look. Right, 1 more minute. See if it does end up trading to this. It's pretty cool. Watch what price happens, and then I'm likely probably gonna head off myself. Market opened. Let's see what happens. RTH got a huge price range to fill. I'll probably carry on lower first. Electronic trading hours. Let me bring that back. Continue. Watch it first. Also inside of this we have a bullish fair value gap, so we'll see what happens. And then of course in half an hour we have the news coming out. Let's take a look at the dollar index. Still ranging. It's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Got price moves on ESM. Want to see. Kind of lost hope for the sells down there. We did end up taking out those lows we talked about earlier. I guess prices flip bullish. We'll wait a little bit and then we'll continue with the bearish bias. We'll just see what happens. Let's take a look at this too. Still got some room to come down into that fair value gap, so we'll see. There we go. Came down into that fair value gap, so on the 5, I'll be waiting for price now for buyers. Of course, let me just clear up my chart a little bit. We've got buy side liquidity up here for the first target. Of course, we have this TH gap, so let's mark it out. Comes purple. Let's have it text. Middle center RTH high. Have another one. RTHL. Then we'll measure out the consequent encouragement. 4,006.75. 75. Get rid of this. Make sure it's go properly with it. This one a dashed line, slightly more hue, dashed, that's opacity. So now we'll watch this. Take a look at what happens here. We just traded into this fair value gap that I had marked up before I removed it. As well as if we go to the 15-minute. We get rid of back on electronic trading hours. We have this which I had marked up. Now I'd expect bullishness to fill in the RTH gap, drop into a lower time frame. We've got a fair value gap created, so let's just watch to see what price does from here. If it gives an entry, it gives an entry. If not, then we sit and wait until 9:50 for the macro. A fair value gap that's just formed, as well as a volume imbalance. So now I'm going to be waiting for the macro. I'm going to be paying attention to this volume imbalance right here. Let's mark it out as white. I'm going to make sure that once price does whatever it does around it, the bodies respect this volume imbalance, and I'll mark it up as a VI. Volume imbalance. We need to be at the top right. Now, for a confirmation, we want to make sure, okay, so like we've traded into this fair value gap, got volume imbalance here. We want the body of this candle to respect this fair value, this volume imbalance. Traded into the fair value gap, we want respect from the volume imbalance. And that would be our quote-unquote entry for a long run. But of course, I'm gonna wait till 9:50 for anything. We shall see what happens then. And from here, if I was in a position, it would be probably went at 950. So what's at 950? It'll be something like this targeting mean of that. That doesn't look right. I mean, yeah, that would be it. And of course, if we're trading contracts, we'll add positions as it's going, pyramid it in, and then past the low, start pyramiding positions in there. Target this, and you'll hold 1 or 2 contracts and just let them run to the high. Take out these. So let's watch it. Wait. I'm waiting, Gensler. I'm waiting. Ten o'clock will bring us some interesting stuff. Still want to see the bodies respect this volume imbalance. Let's see what happens here. It's RTH. Yeah, let me clear this up a little bit. Instead of this, it's a 4011. Straight line 11 instead. Same thing. RTH. Oh, make it caps. There you go. Now it just stays in the middle of it. Goes a bit. Make it lighter. Seems about right. Do the same for this one. There it is. We'll have this the same as the top one. RTH. Still have the mean there, so we'll just leave that where it is. Just keep an eye on it now. Views are starting to spike up a tiny bit. Last week I think I was averaging about 60. So quite sure it's because of the open. If I want to see what price is doing and what people have marked out. But yeah, I want to see price respect its volume imbalance. Bodies at least. And at 950 I'd be interested in taking a position. take a look at, we can see, there we go, SMT divergence. We see Nasdaq has now traded lower, ESM's remained higher. Recently it was the other way around, like here on the S&P, ESM, these lows were taken instantly, but now we're seeing it's reversed. Now the Nasdaq has taken out the lows and ESM's remaining where it is. Why do you still respect this volume imbalance? Let's keep watching. Just take a look at the dollar index. Gold has left that range. Buys would have been valid in gold. Dollar index. Took out resting buy stops, sell stops, took out liquidity. Reversed. I guess my bearish, I'd still be bearish on the dollar index. I guess we just wait, as Jensler said. I'm very interested to see where price moves with this news. News also at 10. Yeah, consumer. I have on my second monitor. Where's it gone? Consumer confidence. It's going to be very high impact, so I'm very, very intrigued as to what it will do. But like, I was watching ICT's last night analysis, the stuff he had marked out. I just cleared it off my chart, but on the 15, if we go back to electronic trading hours, high, low, high. Wait, where was it now? Forgot where it was, but there's one point I'm expecting price to trade to during news. Try to find it. Give me a second. All right. Somewhere up here, I'd be expecting it to shoot up towards. Might even happen before news. We'll see. I'm just not straightening. Oh, 625. Oh, it's 4625. So it's there. See if it would create a fair value gap for the macro in 4 minutes. Conflict the problem. Regardless obstacles. So don't miss out on your chance to be phenomenal. Control your chips and I think chips because risky wins. And get right back up again. Is there any losses a lesson? Turn profit up. Turn profit up. I'm coming. See, macro is about to hit in 2 minutes. Fix my microphone real quick. 2 minute chart, 3 minute. Remains the same all across the board. We wait for this macro. Another minute. Macro hasn't even hit yet and it's already moving wild. Let me actually just mark up on my chart. Twenty more seconds and then the macro hits. Also means 10 minutes left till news. There we go, macro timing. Right about now. Break out of this range. Still respected that volume imbalance even now, so I'd expect price to just now carry on. It's the macro timing. I expect it to do something here before the news, maybe to let me see. Probably the halfway gap of this RTH gap, equilibrium, consequent encroachment, whatever you'd like to call it. A hypothetical position would be something like this, targeting. Well, it would be on the volume imbalance, so more like that. Want to see it push through these highs now with a decent amount of volume before the 10 a.m. news drop. There we go. I want to see it touch this. I want to see it touch up to this equilibrium point. Again, the hypothetical here would be something like this. Yeah. Shall wait a little bit first. Still got another 5 minutes till that news. Well, 4 minutes till that news drop. So we'll see. Trade into this 1 minute fair value gap. There's another gentleman who studies ICT. I think his name is Paladin. He typically only goes for 1 to 2 risk to reward. So if you're a 1 to 2 trader, this would have been perfect for you as well. I typically close my partials at a 1 to 2. And as soon as this 10 happens, my position will be out fully. If I was in one. Again, that volume imbalance. Want to watch price, respect it before the snooze drop. And then of course we'll have our new week opening gaps marked up. I don't need this RTH on here. I've already got it marked up myself. Hold on, have I got mine marked out wrong? I do. Okay. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. What we've got, as you can see, we have new week opening up number 1, 2, 3. This one was already filled in back in 24th. Guess our next target would be this 6th of March. Let's take a look. We got another minute left till news. I'm going to be taking a look at Forex Factory just to see the news. Still waiting for it. 10 more seconds. Refreshing it. Richmond was -5. CB consumer confidence. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. Refreshing this as fast as I can. Richmond Manufacturing Index came down at -5, which is better than what it should be. I'll mark with this trading now, so let me turn that off. First of all, we have this fair value gap. Second of all, we have this, which should measure out the 50%. That's where we wait for, but I'm still waiting for news here. Still nothing. Wanna try what you never do. We lose. Still no update on it yet. See, NQ's taking out lows, SFT divergence yet again. Yes, I'm still not yet taking out the lows. 10 news closed. See. News positive by little. Yeah, I saw it just now. Just now it came through. Forecast was 101. The actual was 104.2, which is practically what I expected. But yeah, see what happens now with this SMP. Remember this volume imbalance. You want to see price now respect this level. and then targeting threshold of the RTH. I'm gonna have the stream open for another, call it 7 minutes at most, and then I'm gonna disappear. Macro still. Actually, see the ESMs likely to make a fair value cut. That's what I'd be expecting at least. Take a look now. I'm gonna really count as a fair value cut, but price will take off now. I'm gonna watch to see if this creates a BISI, a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and then if it takes off a little bit, it'll probably come back down and refill it in for its orders to be filled, and then just blast off. And then, of course, you have your targets maybe opening up. If you're big ballsy, you expect this one up here, 5th of March. Of course, that's an ultimate goal. Just keep watching though and see what happens. Minutes, it's created a fair value gap down here. 3. Actually, wait for this 3 minutes to close because looks like there's going to be a huge one left on the 3 minute time frame. I was expecting some larger moves with this not too much what I was expecting. You can hold, and this can be like up to 3 minutes twice. Also waiting and then targeting eventually this RTH high with the trading hours. INQ traded higher, dollar index also traded higher, and this macro from earlier this morning, price expected, then now it's just taking off. Let's check out nearest. Completely an OTE, you know. Wouldn't really want price to trade above 79 level. Watching and see what happens. price trades above 79. I'm going to be sitting out for a little while, gauging what the dollar index wants to do. It's trading above it with a close. With a close above it. Perhaps a little bit smaller now on the 3-minute. There we go, we traded into the consequent encroachment of this regular trading hours. Might have been first target. Second target, of course, being here. Now we have a break of structure. And or should be targeting buy side liquidity as well as other targets you have in mind, for example, trading hours. If you guys want to keep looking at price now, look at this fair value gap. It's got a break of structure. Fair value gap creates here. I want you not to take a trade, but just a tape read. Tape read what price does from here. If it trades below and use it as a resistance, or if it trades to it and uses it as support and carries on. And have this RTH market for yourself, the highest and lowest on the 50% line, as well as the new week opening gaps. Have those marked up and just tape read what price does. For now, I'm gonna leave. Love you and leave you all. It's lovely being here, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Take care of yourself, people. Bye.